Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Holleback. Joey Hollenbeck.
Let's just see that. Let me just see that beautiful voice on this screen. I haven't seen this beautiful voice forever. Go ahead.
It hasn't been that long, bro.
Feels like forever.
Hasn't been that long.
How you feeling, dude?
It's like a week and a half.
It's been a while.
We missed like 2 weeks.
It's been a bit. We missed a week.
A week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm just trying to make you feel bad.
Weird.
Are you recording the game right now?
No.
You don't have it paused or anything?
No.
All right, cool. It's gonna be on my app. Just so you know.
You're just going to be playing it in the background.
Oh, yes.
Muted.
Yes.
Okay. My team's so legit, I don't even need to watch it. I only need Derrick Henry to go off.
Derrick Henry has already scored one touchdown. You probably saw that.
Yep, it came up.
Okay. They got 2 minutes to go.
What's the score right now?
The score is 14-10 still.
Tennessee. You're the only 10 I see.
Yeah. Woo. Movement. All right, so... Everyone, thanks for listening to another episode of Full Body Cast Presents Hollerin with Hollenbeck. We got Joey Hollenbeck on the mic.
Hi.
Hey, don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's been a week. hey, everyone. Joey, I just got to say, mad shout out. We've done it over a year. Crushing it.
Yeah.
We've been just grinding away.
You're good at grinding.
Yeah, I'm great at You should see me on the dance floor. You should see me on the Maui room.
That's kind of what I was going for.
The beak.
Whoa.
So, hey, dude, it's good to see you.
Me too.
Thanks for showing up to Mike on the Mic live podcast. Got the times mixed up, but it was good to see you.
I was there.
You showed up at the end.
Yeah, I did.
And it brought the crowd to their feet. What was it like to have everyone erupt in applause as you walked through the door?
Well, there was like 4 people.
Because we were winding down.
Okay.
Have you listened to the live recordings yet?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
How'd it go?
It went good. It went good.
Better than ours? That's hard to beat.
Ours was good, but let me just tell you, yours, it was like a bigger space, right? So Cole Street, a little bit larger, shout out Cole Street, than Bordeaux, shout out Bordeaux. And so filling that room, when you're kind of more in a not cramped, but smaller space.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
You want to do Bordeaux one time?
Yeah, let me know.
Absolutely, we'll do it. All right. So by the way, we did and I want to hear what you have to say. Okay.
Okay.
Do you like drinking beers?
Yeah.
Okay. So we did a fantasy draft of places to drink beers. And we brought Tony up, we brought Mel up, and we brought Mike up.
Okay.
And they had 15 to choose from. They filled up a fantasy, the snake draft. So what was written out on the card, I pre-wrote them all out, and it was on sticky notes. And what it was like going to a concert or bachelor party, or watching the game.
Where you would want to drink a beer.
Yes.
Okay.
Golfing.
Okay.
Sporting event. Barbecue.
Okay.
Around a campfire. Okay. So I want you right now. We're going to do our own little draft. Okay.
Okay.
Fantasy draft. But we're not going to. Nothing's written down.
No.
I will give you first pick.
Okay.
Best place to drink, but it's going to be snake draft. I get second and third, and we'll go 5. We'll fill out our own.
Okay.
You tell me number 1 place to drink a beer. Barbecue.
Standing by a barbecue.
Oh, there we go. Your Q. You're BBQing.
Any Q.
QFC. Sent by a QFC.
No. Barbecue.
with the brown paper
You
bag.
never see me out there?
So barbecue. Are you barbecuing or are you mixing with people, or are you talking about that whole?
No,
dynamic?
I'm not talking about just sitting at a barbecue. I'm talking about next to a grill, whether I'm cooking or somebody else is cooking.
Are you doing that by yourself or other people?
Either all the above.
Music playing,
Yep.
Good little TV maybe.
All the above.
Okay, I got you. All right.
All the above.
All the above. Okay. I like when I'm drinking, my favorite place to drink, other than Cole Street and Bordeaux Wine Bar, is playing golf. I just love just drinking hard.
That would probably be my second.
It's just you sweat it out as you go. but I get the third one. That's my first pick, or I get the second pick then in a sense. So my next one is after yard work, after just mowing, weed eating, whatever you're doing, and you're done. You've taken that shower, and now you're just boom. Ooh,
Wait a second. Now do I get to?
Yes.
Boom. You made what?
Yeah. So
I got you.
Okay.
Barbecue, me. Golfing, after yard work.
Yeah.
You.
Now you're up.
Me.
You get 2.
Watching a game or at a game, football or baseball, any game.
Any game.
Any game.
Watching a game or at a game.
Well, the same thing.
So you're saying like on your couch watching a game or
Right.
at the event itself watching the game.
I mean, at the event itself is a little better than
Well,
watching the game by
obviously.
yourself.
Okay.
But yeah.
So is that your double? Are you taking that other? Is that 2?
No,
that's
no,
just single.
that's one,
okay,
bro.
All right.
Next one. I'm going to go with hot day on a boat.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Hot day on a friggin' boat.
I'm on a boat.
All right. I like that. Okay, my turn.
Go.
Hot day by a pool. Get a bucket of beers.
Nice.
Bucket of
You
beers.
talking any pool or you talking Vegas?
I'm talking Vegas.
Okay.
I'm talking like you got that girl walking by and she's like, "Can I get your order?" I'm like, "I'll take another bucket for $45 for 4 beers."
Plus 200. $245 for a bucket of Bud Lights. Oh, those are 16 ounces? Okay, good. Just making sure I'm getting my money's worth.
We charge by the ice.
Yeah.
Those things are $4 each. The ice itself is $10 a piece of cube. All right, so that would be that's my fourth one. I got my last one. This is my last pick. I'm gonna say by a campfire. I love drinking by a campfire just to wind out your day. Maybe have a cigar with it. But there we go. That's mine. That's my top.
I got one more.
You got one more pick.
One more.
One more pick.
I'm going to go with Monster Truck Rally.
You love the events, man.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I think I'm going to go with another place. It's just straight up on the couch, watching whatever.
Movies,
Having a beer.
TV,
Having a beer, a cocktail, all the above. Maybe watching The Sopranos.
having a little beer with the Sopranos.
Yeah.
Okay, so that I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. It's either that or a plate of pasta.
That's
You know
what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, you'd think that you love having a beer with dinner. In fact, at the thing that we did,
I was saying The Sopranos.
the
Watching
last
The
one,
Sopranos is
pasta. I got you. But that was like the last thing. Like everyone chose anything else. The last pick was having a beer with dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. What is your TV show or movie to crack? Like if you're watching it, you're like, I got to have a beer with this. Do you have that? Or a cocktail? We'll throw cocktails in there too.
Well, I just said it.
Sopranos is it?
Yeah, I've been watching The Sopranos.
Has it been vodka and soda vodka, or was it a vodka and soda, or what have you been drinking?
Most
with
of the time. Or beer. Even a glass of wine every once in a while.
Wow, just
Throw a glass of red wine in. Why not?
I guess you would
it's
watching
par
The
for the
Sopranos.
course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So for me, it's watching the Trailer Park Boys. I don't know if you've ever watched Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah. Like
Bubbles and all those guys. Well, dude, you have to get into it. I got like 6 episodes in. So I was like, you got to get 6 episodes in, you'll be hooked. And I was. It's true. But for me, it is having a white Russian.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
See, Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing that I have to have with it is the garlic or the garlic stuff. No, the garlic in the green olives.
It's like a garlic stuffed olive.
Is that what it's called? Garlic stuffed olive. Yeah. It always sounds weird. It always sounds like I'm stuffing my garlic with my olive.
Okay.
That sounds weird.
Okay.
Or a jalapeno in an
You ever go
olive.
blue cheese?
No.
Blue cheese in one of those olives?
No.
Not bad.
Pretty delish.
You ever throw one of those in a martini?
No.
Be able to kettle up.
Hey, did we talk? I don't think we talked about this. If you had a martini with who was one of the Rat Pack? What was the guy's name? The Rat Pack. I'm talking about
Yeah, I can picture him. I don't know. I can't think of the name.
He's the crooner, not the crooner, but the luck be a lady tonight. Da, da, da.
Okay.
Gosh,
Go on.
Everyone's screaming at it's this guy. You should know it's this guy.
I feel like I can picture him, but
it's the main dude. It's the one that always say, "Hey, you look just like you're that."
Good looking guy. Yeah.
Anyway, he would always order a martini with 2 sticks of olives.
Yeah.
If he gave you that, you were an unofficial member of the Rat Pack. So if you were sitting with him having a drink, and he handed you a
martini, but it had 2 sticks in it.
Yeah, so he'd have his, and then he'd give you it. He wouldn't give it to everybody, but if he liked you, you'd have that stick. If you're eating olives with him, you are in the Rat Pack.
Yeah, I definitely would have been in.
Yeah, okay. But what would your thing be?
What, my drink?
No. The thing is that if you're sitting and you're dining with someone,
yeah,
and you really like that, you have your own Joey Rat Pack.
Whoa.
What would be your thing that you would hand off to them to make them feel like they were now the unofficial member of the Joey Rat Pack?
Kind of tossed me a hot coal there,
That was
didn't
a
you?
hot coal.
Yeah. Well, you know me. I like to hand out cigars.
Yes.
I like to give out cigars, and I enjoy a good cigar every once in a while.
Would you light their cigar? Like if they were in?
No.
That's at 2.
Yeah, that's
too weird.
Yeah, that's too, yeah.
Would you puff on it and then hand it to them?
I would lick it up one side, and then give it to them.
You'd have them puff on it, then you take it out of their mouth. You'd puff on it, and then you'd put it back in their mouth.
No,
that's COVID. That's how COVID starts.
No, not in this day and age, buddy.
Oh, all right. Well, 21-10. Who scored the last one? Looks like maybe. Who did AJ Brown score another one?
Oh, I got him on my bench. I don't need him, but I got him on my bench.
I'm so good. I don't need him. Forget it all. Anyway, all right. So, by the way, I'm crushing. I said I was going to do it. Eric Madrid. I'm crushing him right now. This is the week. I was so bad in his league the first 3 weeks, but you know what I was doing? Under the radar.
Flying low.
And then I knew I was going to play him, and then just like Kai smash.
You know what the trick is?
What's that?
Auto pick.
It is.
It really is.
Is this why did you auto pick this last one?
So I think we've talked about this before.
We have.
But every time I've auto picked, I've basically yeah. So I was like, screw it. And last year, we talked about before, my ESPN draft happened to be the same time and date. They overlapped basically with my league I've been in forever. So I said, okay, I'm auto drafting it. And I'd look at it every so often and maybe pick a guy that I wanted or whatever, And I basically lost like one game. So then this year I'm like, screw it, I'm auto drafting everything, bro. And literally my team is like so solid on both sides.
Absolutely crushing. So
it takes the fun out of it a little bit, but not really.
Well, it does, but then the rest of the season's fun because you're winning.
Yeah. I guess that's what I was getting at.
I do want to ask you this. How nice is it where football is now turning into baseball? And what I mean by that is we got Tuesday night football. We're going to have Saturday football. 2 games this Saturday. Yes, we don't have Thursday night football this week. It got flexed to Saturday.
Okay.
So we've got 2 games on Saturday.
Who's playing?
I think it's New England and the Chiefs.
Is COVID Cam back yet?
COVID Cam is...
I got him on my bench too right now.
Dude, some of that is kind of screwing people up. But there is no game this Thursday. That's got flexed to week 5 is still considered. Oh my gosh. Where are we at here? Week 6.
Sorry, folks.
Sorry, oh my gosh. Wait, Monday. Oh, we got 2 Monday night games.
Again? I don't like that.
Chiefs, Bills.
Oh, that's going to be a good game.
Arizona, Dallas.
Kyler Murray's going off, huh?
Dude.
Got him in my other league.
What'd you think of Dak's?
No good.
Have you seen anything like that in person?
No.
The worst injury you've seen in person that you sit there and almost like Ralphed everywhere. Did you see anything, hear anything?
Yeah, I heard some stuff. I've never seen any compound, anything like that. Not in person.
Not in person, right?
Like we were stretching one time before practice, like before the season, like summer conditioning, and we'd like kind of spread our legs and put our feet together with somebody else and like hold the hands and like pull each other, right? Yeah. Tight end was next to me, and a dude pulled him, and his whole hamstring just went. I was like, oh my God.
You pulled him?
No, some dude next to me. The guy next to
you, but you heard it.
Yeah, he just like completely keeled over. Oh. I was like, oh no.
I heard that's what, like how the ACLs, what's the Achilles tendons? Achilles. That's where you just hear that pop. Yeah. And I hear it's not even that big of a move. Like it's like some people have torn their Achilles stepping backwards, stepping up. Yeah. A little awkward, but just enough to make it go ping.
True story.
I'm worried about that. You didn't have your Achilles, did you?
No. Gosh, no.
That was just your plantar fasciitis.
Fasciitis, but close.
Jamie wanted me to ask you this.
Okay. Your wife.
My wife.
Go on.
She said, by the way, I'm crushing Eric Madrid. He sucks. All right, so I just had to say that. She said when she's watching players get taped up, their hands, their wrists, their arms, their any bare skin area, she's like, do they shave their arms, or is it just like
some guys go straight up? Other, depending on how you do it, they have a pre-wrap that they put on. It's like a really, really thin. You can get it really tight on you too, but it's really thin. Almost like see-through, but it's really soft.
Yeah.
And they wrap that first, how they'd wrap your ankle, and then they tape around it. And then when you're done, you use like you've probably seen them before. They almost look like a elongated, like almost like Pac-Man mouth.
Yeah.
And there's a blade in there, and then you just
almost like opening a box.
Yeah, you just cut it right off, like when you're done playing.
Okay, so it's kind of like that the sling wrap type stuff where it's kind of meshy.
Yeah, but it won't rip your hair out.
And it goes around. And
some dudes would shave. Some dudes would shave and go straight on the skin.
What'd you do?
Pre-wrap.
You're like, we'll take the pre-wrap, please.
Excuse me.
Can I get the pedicure with the pre-wrap?
Seriously, can I get some pre-wrap?
I would do that. Like we got nothing else.
Oh. No, I actually got away from taping my ankles. I would use the it's almost like lace up.
Yeah.
And your foot goes in, your heel kind of sits out of it, and then you wrap around over the top and around, over the top around the other side, and then I'd go in a shoe, and then I would have them spat my shoe up to my top of my sock.
So you were just walking around with just full
cast,
tape.
basically.
You're just
essentially
running out with peg legs.
Essentially, I was wearing a cast.
Did you ever do the neck roll?
Yeah.
Did you how was the neck roll?
What do you mean?
When I do a creative player on Madden,
you use the neck roll?
Dude, I neck roll the dude out. I put the 1980s shoulder pads on where he's just like, it's like a house. And the whole thing. I just taped
it. Wasn't for size. I mean, I guess it gives you the look, but it wasn't. That was never my intention.
Yeah.
Like it helped. It helped for sure. Think of hitting with your head there all day long, every day, every time you play,
right?
Every snap,
right?
So eventually, your neck is just like bobblehead, dude. So to have something there as like a stopper.
So how come more people? Is it like, oh, hey, whip? How come more people don't do it?
I don't know.
Was hands to the face a thing when you were offensive lineman, or even defensive end? Did you ever? Was hands to the face called as much? Did it feel like it's being called more now than before?
Maybe a little bit, but there's definitely hands to the face all the time. It just doesn't get called.
That's what I've heard.
Down in the trenches,
yeah.
When I was D-line, dude, I would put my fingers in your freaking eyeball if I could. Anything you could get by them. It didn't matter.
Well, is that a thing where it's like, I've heard that before. There's holding on every play. There's hands to the face. There's always a face mask every play. It's just, is it getting caught? It's not never getting caught. Because you would literally have to every play,
right? Yeah. I mean, it's got to be pretty blatant, I mean, you're not as a D lineman or O lineman, you're not grabbing somebody by under their face mask and just bending them backwards. You know what I mean? Obviously, that'll get called. But I mean, a hand to the face here and there, it's going to happen. Obviously, right?
It slips off.
But but to have your hand on somebody's face, that's usually when you're getting called.
Yeah. Yeah. Did anyone go for I don't know, like do you remember like getting just like plowed into the knees where you were when I would chop blocks and stuff like that?
Oh yeah.
That's got to be the worst. Do you ever want to punch somebody in the face when they're just like?
Yeah, I used to get super pissed like when we'd run like a screen or something.
Yeah.
So as a screen, I basically pass block for a second, throw my guy through, so then he chases the quarterback.
Right.
They dump the ball right over the lineman's head.
And then you're running
and I'm running in front of the running back. Well, defensive backs,
they're small.
They're not going to go high on me if I'm running full steam at them.
Right.
So the whole trick is I always tell my guys too, or anybody I ever coach, like if you're running at a linebacker or you're running at a defensive back or somebody like that, go directly at them as fast as you can because they're going to pick a side or they're going to hit the ground. And then the running back's that's his job after that. Like,
so you don't try to
of course, if you can get a piece of them or catch an edge of them, go.
But go straight at them.
If you go straight at them, they're not going to go through you, right? So they're going to pick a side, and that's where the running back has to key what's what, And so, yeah, I remember a specific play, like we were playing in Arizona, and I was on one of those screenplays, and I turned the corner, and I had one guy, and the dude just, like on a full sprint, like didn't do anything, but just dive right through my kneecaps. I'm like, you mother... I was so pissed. What do you do? Like, they don't call it. Like, I don't know. Nothing you can do.
Yeah.
I hated it. But down in the trenches, when you used to be able to cut block, I've taken out a dude's knee or two before. Almost had mine taken out.
I would get so mad. I'd probably get pissed.
It's just part of the game, though. Like, what do you do?
Did you ever get in a fight on the field? Shoving, and
like
this and that.
On a game or in practice?
Game.
No, shoving here and there, broke up, but in practice all the time.
So talk to me about that, because Michael Thomas got sat this game because he punched a teammate. Does that happen a lot, or here and there? Like every scrimmage, like
we may have talked about this before. We had when I was with the Rams, the first time I ever saw. I mean, at practice in college and whatever.
But tell me about it.
But with the Rams, like you can definitely tell guys who've been around the league and who haven't. Like we had a center for the Rams that had been in the league for like 12 years or something, and there's this rookie like defensive end that was chirping and like going at him nonstop. Well, we were like in a scrimmage, and the rookie defensive end or defensive tackle or something started like hitting the center in the helmet, like punching him, right? Well, that's not going to do anything to us, right? We're at helmet on. So what's this guy do? He's holding him by his face mask with his left hand and pops his chin strap off on the right-hand side and just flips his helmet off and then just taps him in the cheek. Like gives him a pop. And the guy's like, whoa. And I'm like, veteran. That's a veteran move
right there.
Right. So I feel like without knowing the conversation on Thomas or the actual situation, I think probably what happened was something happened on the field. The dude was standing on the sidelines or something, and he walked up and like actually punched him in the teeth. Because the fighting with helmets on and this and that on the field happens probably 4 times out of 10 plays. Like,
do coaches get tired of it? Are they like, come on, guys?
Yeah, like, eventually.
Why does it get so heated? Like, that's the thing. Why does it get so heated?
Because we're super competitive and everybody's trying to do their job the best that they can.
But you're on the same team.
I get it, but you go against those guys day in and day out over and over and over again. So if there's any sort of beef that may have started at one play a week ago and somebody talks shit, and the next thing you know, like, okay, at practice, you go through 80 plays at practice or whatever that looks like, and drills and this and that with the same person. Eventually you see each other, something's going to happen again, and then somebody chirps off again, and then next thing you know, it like builds and builds and builds and builds and builds, and then something pops off, and you're like, okay, go time.
So does anything happen like in the parking lot after? Mm-mm. Are they cool at that point? Do you get the peer mediator? Are you like, hey, peer mediation?
No, I think that it I've seen some stuff carried back into the locker room, but it's mostly just talking shit, not like going to blows or anything like that. I've never seen it go out to the parking lot after anything like that. I think that we've all been playing that game for so long, and we know that what the tension is like on the field per se, that when it's done, it's done. That doesn't mean you still aren't going to try to beat him in the next play or whatever that looks like. But at the same time, like, you're not going to go out to the parking lot like we're professional,
Right. But who knows? That's the thing. It always blows my mind that
I think
can understand shoving.
Right.
I can understand a shove back. Hey, knock it off, shove back. But going to blows is like, to me, punching somebody.
I think a lot of it, honestly, like when we talk about this right now, like the first thing that comes to mind for me is like one-on-one. So as an offensive lineman and a defensive lineman, any offensive or defensive lineman listening to this would know this. You basically line up as your offensive line. You put a quarterback or a dummy back there, basically. And it's basically one-on-one, like mano-a-mano. Like you're going against one D lineman and one D lineman's going against you, basically. And it's just, that's what it is. And I think that if, let's say a D lineman beats me really good one time or something, you know, I'll be like, I want one more right now just to prove to me, just to prove to everybody and myself that was a fluke, you know?
Right.
Because you're going to get beat sometimes, and this is how it is, and vice versa. But when things start to get heated in that situation, I think that a lot of it comes down to basically like if a fight were to break out or something like that. I remember specifically grabbing a dude by his face mask and just lifting his because you're gonna go with
your butt after the play or during the play.
This is on 101, like in a drill.
Oh, okay.
And it's happened like after a play too, similar situation. But this used to be my go-to move because your body's gonna follow where your head goes, obviously, right?
Right.
So if you got somebody who's got high hooks, which is basically 2 snaps up top that are screwed in, and then you got 2 hooks on the bottom for your chin strap. They're buckled,
right?
And so if you can grab somebody by the bottom of their face mask, and wrench their head backwards, they're basically just going to either keep going backwards until you put them on their back, or just until you just break their will and like they stop. So that's what I used to do, but I think it comes down to literally like I don't know, almost like that. Like I'm trying to think of the word. It's almost like that King of the Jungle type of deal, right? Like I'm better than you. Here, I'm going to show you.
I'm going to show you.
Like now, just so you know, for next time,
you're good.
Yeah, we're good. The next time,
I'm better.
Yeah, but just something like that. You know what I mean? It's happened to me too. It's not like it's just me doing that, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know, but no, I've never seen anything flow out to the parking lot after practice or
that's good.
Locker room.
That's good. I'd hate that. I would hate that. It f's up people's fantasy football leagues. So speaking of fantasy football leagues, I told Edred, I texted him, I said, hey, I'm gonna go hard on you at Joey's. I said, I'm about to record with Joey and light you up. He said, make sure you include the part where I get to zero out your score this week since you ain't paid league dues yet.
Bro, you haven't paid yet?
I completely forgot on this one.
You're right.
I did. I have. I've completely forgot about that. So Eric checks in the mail. Let's check out this score real quick. I mean,
checks in the mail. Oops, I'm out of stamp.
Are they back from halftime? Yes, they just got back from halftime. All right. So I wanted to talk to you about just right now, how nice is it not having a fan on you right now or a heater on you? Isn't it great just to kind of record in a...
I kind of wish the fan was on.
Oh, you do?
No.
I'm just kidding. You a cold sleeper or are you a hot sleeper?
Oh, dude, I'll go at like 50 degrees, but I want a full down comforter over me.
So, like, no, you got sheet or just
sheet down comforter?
Sheet down comforter.
Yep.
Is the fan going? Like what's the ceiling fan going, or is there any circulation going?
No, just I've been doing window open.
Yeah.
And waves for like a white noise.
Oh,
waves.
Really?
Takes me to the ocean, buddy. It sounds kind of like that without the stench. Stench coming out of your mouth.
This is the Puget Sound waves crash. Grave crash. The Tacoma.
This is low tide.
This is the Tacoma.
This is low tide.
We should just do a straight up ASMR white noise episode one. What we're just drinking just.
What's new with you, bro?
Dude, here's the thing. All honesty. Here's all honesty right now. I almost just said, you know what? I'm done with Full Buddy Cast. And
why?
Well, because
is that why you pushed me?
No. It wasn't. It has nothing to do with you. It's just it consumes my mind, right? I don't know if you've ever had anything that just consumes your mind, where you're just like, you know what? The easiest thing for me to do right now is just to say I'm done. But for me, it's like hiking. I don't know if you guys have ever been on a hike before, and you're hiking, you were excited. You woke up early, whatever. You're excited to go do this thing. Halfway through the hike, your body's tired, your mind's tired, and you start to have that like, I don't know, that where you're thinking, I could either just turn around right now and walk back, get back in my car and drive home, or I'm going to just push through this feeling that I have right now and get to the top. So after just sitting there, staring at my dining room table, going, what do I want? Because this takes time from my family. This takes time from me. Like on Saturday mornings, I'm editing. I'm getting ready for the next week. I'm messaging people. I'm waiting for them to respond that are saying, hey, I'm going to make it. I'm not going to make it. And so I'm just thinking to myself, like, what is it that I can do? What can I trim out?
Keep going.
Oh, I like that.
Keep going, Trav. I just want you to know. Trav. Keep going, Trav.
Okay.
Keep talking.
So then I just like start thinking to myself,
keep going, Trav.
I just got to put one foot in front of the other and keep moving.
You know why? There's no shortcut home, Trav.
What?
There's no easy way out.
Royalties. I got to pay royalties.
Hey, you got this, Trav.
Yes.
You got
okay.
This. Hey, keep going. What were you going to do with Full Body Cast? I heard you say something.
So then I thought to myself, it's quality over quantity. At this point, I need to start cutting out things that mean very little to things. And I need to go hard with those things that I need to go hard with. And so, Joey, I want to go hard with you.
You know what?
Yes. I want to go hard with you, Joey. I want to go hard with Cole Street Brewery. I want to go hard with Sean. We go hard with a few others.
Hey, can we start piping in music like that?
Yeah, dude. I don't know if that is going to cost me money down the road at some point in my life in case we ever blow up. But but I'm saying, like, let's just Mazatlan, Bordeaux Wine Bar, Mike on the mic. Like, let's just go pre-menopause. I'm just like, let's just go hard.
So you're saying narrow down.
Yes.
And go with your quality over quantity.
Yes.
I feel like we've talked about this.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You got to figure out, sometimes you got to figure out what your quality over quantity is. Like, you got to figure out, there's some things out there that you would have never known. I would have never known, and please do this, guys. Please go join if you're on Facebook. Go to Enum Claw Discussion Board, because that helps me, and that helps Joey. That helps the podcast. That helps so much. Go join Enum Claw Discussion Board Gazette. And here's how we're able to access that and interact with you. I'm into the interaction now. Because interaction is quality. Right? If someone comments on something, I like it. I heart it. I'll reply back. Because interaction is quality. Right? So please, if you guys go to Cole Street Brewery, if you go to Mazatlan, if you go to Bordeaux Wine Bar, mention the podcast. I'm begging you, okay? And that's a legit, like, please, because that helps me go, like, keep going. If I hear from Sean, he said, "Hey, I had people check in I gave him the VIP treatment." If I have Andy saying I had someone order the Hollerin with Hollenbeck or the Hollenbeck Chalupa. If you go to Bordeaux Wine and say, "Hey, I talked about John's Beaver and I got this code," I'm telling you, you have got to please pepper them that you listen to the podcast. Okay, pepper me that you listen to the podcast. I want to know. I need that feedback. I need to grow, but I also need to just get that, like, motivation. So you playing that song was perfect. Thank you.
You got it.
And
buddy.
So it's all about just tuning in. Just tune in. Let's do this together. Like, this is not my thing. This is a buddy cast. And I'm listening out there. To all these different people that actually do give me feedback. They let me know what is up. And I appreciate that. So anyway, and yes, Eric, I owe you money. Okay, so that felt good. I needed to do that.
You had to get that off your chest.
I needed to do that. So there's
I
going to be.
can tell you already feel look lighter, like you got
you.
it off,
dude. I look fat today. I went like they told me. Here's the thing, guys. I didn't know I was this fat. Can I rant on this for a second?
Please do.
Okay, I didn't know I was this fat. I knew I was getting up there, but here's the thing. You wear sweatpants and a sweatshirt. You're like, I could fit. I could have another cookie. You no big deal. I've been in COVID lockdown for sure. I put on some outside clothes. I've gone to the casino. I've gone to the grocery store. I've gone to these places. I'll keep ranting if you need to.
No, go.
Okay.
Go.
But
I'm just reaching for another cocktail.
So because of the windstorm today, my work said, come in.
Had to throw on that. Polo.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
snaps.
I put that polo on.
Oh,
I don't know if you know this, but I had the white T-shirt underneath. I don't know how this happened, but that white T-shirt was right.
You wear a white tee under the polo?
I have to have a white T-shirt all the time underneath anything.
What? That makes you look bulkier.
Well, yeah, I know. I don't know, but that's what I do. I just like the feeling of two different shirts on at the same time. It's a weird feeling.
Maybe you should start going wife beater like Tony Soprano.
I might do that. By the way, here's an omen. My buddy, my next door neighbor, Daryl, great guy. He gave me a Huskies pullover, zip up, nice shirt.
Wonder why he gave it away.
Because he's a Husky, and he said, he actually mentioned you. He said, he spent too much time with that Cougar over there. You need to start wearing some Husky stuff. And so he gave me it. So I was going to wear it to work. I'm eating an egg McMuffin that I made, fresh egg, my egg, not in some frozen thing. No, I fried it up. I threw it on, took a bite, boom, all over yolk, all over the chest.
Oh, you went over medium, over easy?
It was an omen.
Dude, one does not simply pick up a sandwich with an over easy egg on it unless you are straddling a plate.
I was like, I'm going for it. I'm rushing out the door.
Bro, that's hips back. Double-handed Guy Fieri over a plate, dude. You do not do that. You simply do not. Actually, yeah, that's good that it went over that.
Yeah, so then I had to change it out. So I threw
you walked outside, you got some bird shit on it, threw it away.
Everything. Monsoon.
Threw it away. Got hit with a tree branch on your walk to work because of the windstorm.
There's no tree around. All of a sudden, this branch just whacks me.
Just a little kid wearing a Cougar jersey on the other side of a fence.
The kid, just friggin'
Actually, that was a Louisville Slugger.
It's a thick branch. So anyway, I changed into this polo. I put this polo on. It's I guess I'm wearing my son's shirts now. It's just so tight on me. It was so tight. I'm
just sitting in your chair all day with moob sweat.
Oh, dude.
Moob sweat?
I walked up the stairs because they're like, hey, you know what? This building shut down. They're not using the elevator anymore, which I wasn't using that. Who uses that? But I used it's a 2-3 story elevator.
Yeah, I was going to say that you're 3 stories tall. The biggest building in Enumclaw.
Just an elevator. Ding. Anyway, I go up the stairs.
Just walk out with a crumpet and a little bit of tea.
I'm huffing and puffing. And I sit down at my desk, and I'm just huffing and puffing there. I'm got the little, oh man, whistling booger and all. And
there's a snot bubble out of the left nostril. Jeez, what happened to you? Just walk the stairs. Just walk the stairs. Remember Fatty McGee off of freaking Adam Sandler?
Dude, and so then I'm sitting there, and they're like, I'm never eating again. What the heck? What have I done to myself? This is terrible. And then they're like, who wants pizza? We're going to order pizza for those that came in. I'm like, me, please.
Do you an extra sausage?
Literally was. And so then
can you get a side of ranch?
So then they come up, they go, mask on and everything. We're all spread out. They're like, how many pieces do you think you'll eat? 2? And I'm like, 4. And so then
I'll just have the whole box.
So then they legit, they gave me 4. In fact, I think I left the pizza box. I have to go actually back there and get it, I think.
What?
Because I don't know who's going to throw it away. Because I don't think anyone's working tomorrow, and I completely forgot. They're like, "Do you want the leftovers?" I'm like, "Yes, please." And then,
so you had 9.
So then, no, I haven't had the leftovers. I left them there, and I was rushing here to record that I completely forgot about.
How can you get in the building?
I've got a key. I've got
you got clearance.
I got clearance.
Seriously,
Clarence Thomas.
Hey, what's up with this flickering lights, dude?
It's only friggin' constantly. You know what I'm trying to say. Windy. Hey,
Hey,
what up?
Is it stopping time yet?
I just
Not yet.
answered your
Why?
question.
What's up?
Because I got food.
Okay. Well, we've got another
What is
about
it?
10 minutes or so.
Oshios.
Oh,
Some sushi, teriyaki chicken, beef yakisoba, and some gyozas.
Are we gonna go tonight to the place? I think we should.
No.
I think we should.
Yeah.
I'm off tomorrow. I think we should. Anyway, yeah,
how many gyozas are you gonna put down?
dude, I'm gonna like Cheetos. Just pack in my mouth like a squirrel. Just 3.
It's funny you walked in with food.
I know.
That's why I asked.
Oh yeah, we're done. I just click.
Because he was talking to us about how well his polo fit today. when he
Oh,
had to
dude,
go
my
into the
polo
office.
was riding high. I usually
He said his belly button piercing was showing
I
when he was
used-
walking up the stairs.
Here's the thing. I use the polo that is the long polo for me, not the short. I knew the short polo was going to probably come up to the top of this thing. Came up belly button, just riding out. It was
Just
bad.
right when you walk into your office. Hey, Trav, what's your favorite boons? Fuzzy navel?
I'll go back and get you a salad. The rest of us will eat
Oh man,
teriyaki.
dude, that's just making a massive salad. I'm in.
There's enough food for you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh
okay.
wow, that was nice.
That was really nice.
I had food.
All right, well, we'll see you soon. All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening.
Travis over here just... I'm so hungry.
Non-stop eating.
I'm so
I've got like the eat sweats going right now.
You know what I learned, though? Have you been, like, just drinking Space Dust every day?
No, I've actually stayed away from beer. Cole Street was getting me super fat.
I went through a phase, like, probably for...
25 years?
No. Closer to 33. Just 7-year-old.
Just a phase.
No, but like I wasn't drinking beer at all for a long time, and then I'd come in here and we'd slam Modelo's, whatever,
we
you
do.
know.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
I went on that Modelo kick, and then I started doing the math. And I'm
Uh-oh.
like, okay,
Yes.
if I put down 8, 10 Modelo's over a period of a day,
Yes. Yes.
that's probably about 1,800 extra calories that I didn't have in my system prior. You know what's weird is it's not weird, but it's so true. But like, calories are calories, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and I learned this when I was with the Bills because they're like, we want you to hit this weight, right?
Right.
They wanted me to be at like 310 or something,
Right.
and they put me on this.
310's a lot.
Thanks. They wanted me to be on. They wanted me to be at a certain weight, and I was like 295 or something, 300 maybe, and I was like, but I feel like I'm getting chubby.
Yeah.
And they have like, you know, the double door walk-in, like, not walk-in, but like the double door sliders that are just, there's guys there like every hour refilling it with like the 16-ounce Gatorades, like every flavor you want, like
Wow.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
You can have 40 of them a day if you want, whatever. And so, you know, like, oh, Gatorade, huh? No, that's good for you, right? Well, you start looking at it, and I'm like, I just feel like I'm getting chubby on what you're trying to do. He's like, how many Gatorades do you drink a day? I'm like, me? Through a workout? Or he's like, no, a day. I'm like, 4 or 5. He's like, look at the calories on that, like 300 calories of pop or whatever it is. I'm like, okay. But like, you just don't think about it because everybody's like, oh, Gatorade's so good for you. Or, you know.
Right. Beer's so good for you. Like, I agree.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
In moderation, it's good for your heart. Like 1 to 2 a day.
1 to 2 a day?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know what's funny is
I had no clue.
You know what's funny? It's like I remember years ago, I was like, man, I'm trying to be really healthy right now. And I'm like, but I really kind of want a whiskey. I'm like, I'll look it up. Just Google, is whiskey good for you while on a diet? Or can you take this while I was eating super clean or whatever, you know? And like, you can find whatever you're looking for on Google. Like,
It's everywhere, yeah.
I just click on it. I'm like, well, yeah, you can find, you can either find good or bad, right?
Right.
Depends on what you're looking
What you're
for,
looking
right?
for, but you'll
So
find it.
I click on it. I'm like, oh, yeah, whiskey helps you burn fat.
Oh,
like this and
yeah.
that. I'm like, oh, shit. Doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't?
Turns out.
Opposite?
No, I mean, I don't know. But
No,
I think it's better for you than beer
the whiskey diet.
or like vodka.
What would be the cheapest, like the less calorie, I should say? Well, not the cheapest drink, but what would be like the lowest?
Like a vodka soda doesn't have anything in it.
God, well, it's got the vodka, or it's got the soda in it though.
Soda's nothing, 0.
Soda. Oh, you do the specialty.
Club soda.
Club soda's got to be.
Club soda is basically water with bubbles in it, bro.
That's it?
Yeah, that's what club soda is.
Why do they just call it like sparkly water?
I think that's what it's called now, but it's like club soda was there before sparkling water. I mean, it's basically the same thing.
I don't know. I just always find it disgusting.
You don't squeeze enough limes in it, bro.
That's probably true. It's probably true. Hey, I wanted to just take this time, guys. We're going to do something new. Major shout out to Corey Bentley for putting together. I got to do some editing, but major shout out to Corey Bentley for putting together 2 Hollerin, Hollenbeck type.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Dude, those logos.
Hey, those are sick. I'm putting them on t-shirts. I don't care.
We've got to at least airbrush a few of those logos out. I'll work on that.
The helmet one where he's holding the helmet out front when it says Hollerin with Hollenbeck is sick.
So I think we should use that logo only for the Cougar Football Podcast that we will be recording weekly, talking about the prior week's game.
Yes.
Talking about this is a separate
upcoming game.
This isn't Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Yes, it is.
It is, but it isn't. It'll be released. When do you want to release it? You tell me when you want it released. Saturday morning before the game day? Do you want it Friday evening? Do you want it Friday morning? When do you? It's going to be a completely.
I think it's got to be Friday morning.
Do you want it Friday morning?
Yeah.
Okay, Friday morning it is. Friday morning. We may release other episodes that Friday morning, possibly. Not sure yet, but we will definitely be releasing come November 6th because the first Cougar game is November 7th.
Yep.
Dude, I mean, look at me. I'm the biggest Cougar fan you know. Yeah, I already know. They're playing Oklahoma. They're playing Stanford.
Do you know what the schedule is? There's 6 games. Do you know what the schedule is?
That's why I can commit to this podcast.
Oregon State, Oregon, UW,
Stanford,
SC, Cal. Oh, Oregon State, Oregon, Stanford, UW, SC, Cal. In that order.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to play? Are you going to do the Apple Cup? Is like the third to the last game. Oh, it's a normal time.
It's 27th.
It's like the week after Thanksgiving or the day after
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Wow.
Booyah.
All right, but we're doing our own we're committing to 6 episodes.
That's a huge commitment with you and I.
I think we can do it.
Okay.
I think we can do it.
I'll do it for you.
Thank you. You know what I'd like to do? Kicking it around in my head.
What? I want to make the t-shirts.
We watch one game. If you're not watching it with your buddies, we watch one game down at Bordeaux Wine Bar. They have a TV. We pre-funk at Cole Street.
Oh, boy.
Head on down to Bordeaux. Watch at Bordeaux.
We'll talk more about it, but I like it.
We don't even have to record. We can if we want. We don't have to. But
it'll be hard to record and watch the game.
Right. Anyone that wants to be a part of it, that wants to join us, have some beers with us, have some drinks with us, okay. Let's go hard.
Okay.
We'll talk about it. It's in the works. All right. So anyway.
Let's talk about t-shirts.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Hollerin with Hollenbeck t-shirts.
We got to talk after.
Oh, you said that on the last 3 ones.
We'll talk after. Well, I've got my brother messaged me and he said, hey, I'm listening to these Hollerin with Hollenbecks. I'm listening to the other ones. You talk t-shirts. What's your plan?
That little guy's always trying to get a piece of the pie, isn't he?
No. Redbubble. Have you heard of Redbubble before?
Have you heard of... No.
I've got to look into it. But if you supply the logo to them, they will... Let's say that...
They'll take the copyright infringement?
We're free.
Go on. Okay. Let's look into it.
But the thing is if you go, here you go. This is what I want. I want a golf ball. I want a lighter. I want a whatever. They will print it. That person, the consumer, pays for it. We get like a fraction of it. Nothing big. We get a fraction of the money. But they will do all the work. So it's like, let's say the golf ball, getting a sleeve of golf balls is like $30. We'll probably see $5 of that $30. But those people can buy with the logo on the side, HWH or whatever, right? So there's a business out there. Or we just go print our own and just slave away for 8 hours, blood, sweat, and tears. We could sweat into the shirts for the people.
It's called Blood, Beers, and Beers.
Blood, Beers, and Beers?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
Me neither. I just made it up. That's what 8 hours looks like.
Blood, beers, and beers.
Yeah.
I like that. Blood, beers, and beers. That might be a shirt. So what do you think? Do you think we just do our own? We just.
I don't know. We need to talk about it more. I've been trying to talk to you about it. For anybody that's listened to the last 5 podcasts,
I know
multiple times.
I just didn't.
And your rebuttal is this every time.
Let's talk about it after.
Let's talk about it after.
That's 'cause
and then afterwards, you're like,
I can't wrap my mind around it. And then when this thing popped up, I was like, okay, well, I can wrap my mind around it now, and I can see that happening even if I'm not making. And then we transition.
there's
from
also
that.
a place called T-Shirts Direct. I know right where it is.
And we just do it ourselves, or they do it for us.
We pay it. We
Right.
pay for it.
But it's the
Get
same
them
thing
all
as
printed.
that.
Yeah, but you're making it sound like we're printing them.
Well, the other one would be we're in the shop printing it ourselves.
I've always wanted to make my own teeth.
A lifelong goal. A lifelong goal. Yes! Jonu Smith with the touchdown to put me over to win the week. I've been waiting for that.
Now you can put your phone down.
We're done anyways. Everyone, thanks for listening to another episode of Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Thank you for listening.
Any shout outs? You want to get any shout outs? I'm doing this now. You can shout out anything. Anything. Anybody, anything. If you're like, oh yeah, this last week I had this meal, or you can say I went to this place and this was great, or you can talk about anything. Shout out anything. Buddy, friend, listener, whatever you want to shout out. Who you shouting out?
Shout outs?
Shout out anyone. Anything.
I'll shout out Mark Martinez. Love the guy.
Mark Martinez?
Mike Martinez.
I love Mark Martinez too.
Mike Martinez. Love the guy.
Mark on the arc. And he, Mike on the mic, you do love him.
Yeah, good guy.
You came out and
much love for the guy.
and it was because of why?
What do you mean because of why?
DJ, he drops some bangers.
He drops bangers.
He drops bangers.
That's not why though. He does drop bangers.
He does drop bangers. Yeah, I like that shout out to Mike Martinez. My shout out is to I think I could say it. He was out there at Cole Street. He was a part of the contestant. He was a contestant, not at Cole Street, Bordeaux Wine Bar.
Say it. Say it.
Tony.
Tony who?
I don't know if I can say the last name.
You're such a lily.
But shout out to Tony. You know who you are. He came out, supported. He's a part of the whole thing. And shout out to KP and Kellen Hall and Eric Madrid and everyone else out there. Appreciate you guys listening. Craig Bentley, Sean McDonald, Andy Cardenas. We also thank Holly Graff. We thank Allie Bentley. We thank Corey Bentley. Do you have any listeners out there? Keto Tommy. We shout anyone and everyone.
Go Cougs.
And the Cougs. Thanks for listening, everyone. Enjoy your lives.
Like it's just the end of the world. Enjoy your lives.
It's nice knowing you. Thanks for listening.